Are you getting on with it or getting around to it? Are you getting over or getting by? Get phrasal verbs. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from my channel, I make educational and motivational content. So if you don't want to miss any of my new uploads, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that bell icon. Like I said in the intro kanina, pag-usapan natin yung ilang get phrasal verbs. Get on, get by, get along, all of these things. But before we do that, just a quick little plug. If you want to help support this channel on our cause to democratize education in the Philippines, one way for you to do that is through buying our merch. You can visit shop.teamlyqa.com to get the shirts, mugs, caps, and the things that I designed for this team. Sa mga bumili na, maraming salamat. Sa bibili pa lang, maraming salamat din. And if you can't afford to do that right now, that's perfectly fine. This is just the entire community, the team pitching in to contribute para makapagpatuloy tayo sa ginagawa natin ito. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. And now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to switch over to my PC. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's talk about the get phrasal verbs. This is going to be part 1 kasi ang daming mga phrasal verbs that start with the word get. And gustuhin ko man na i-cover sila lahat sa isang video. Medyo masahaba yung video natin and I don't want you to get confused din sa kanila. So we're going to talk about the first set today. Okay? Now, first natin na phrasal verb is the phrase na get across. Now, when we talk about across, it's about moving from one side to another. Di ba, when we say cross or across, ibig sabihin nun tawid, no? So it's going to be on the other side. Kadalasan ginagamit natin for roads, for rivers, streams, kapag kailangan ng bridge, kailangan ng overpass, kailangan ng pedestrian lane para makapunta ka sa kabilang side, we usually say get across. So, pwede natin gamitin sa example na ito. We need a boat to get blank this river. So again, there's the word river right there. You need a boat para tumawid dun sa river. So again, kapag tumatawid, we say to get across this river. We need a boat to get across this river. Now, there's another way to use yung across if we're going to use it for something that we want to say. It can mean to be understood or to communicate well. If we say, I want to get my point across, or you have to get your message across. If there's a point, a message, then we can use across for that as well. For example, if I ask you, do I get my point blank? You can say, do I get my point across? Do you understand me? Okay, so yun yung ating context clue dito. We're talking about the person understanding the other person or the speaker. So ang ating gagamitin ay get across. Okay, do I get my point across? Or naiintindihan nyo ba ako? Do I communicate well? Now again, very important sa ganitong klaseng mga questions, yung lesson natin on context clues. So if you haven't seen that yet, ililink ko na lang din sa taas I button para mapanood nyo if you're watching on YouTube. Okay? Now, the next phrasal verb is get along. Okay, ginawa ko siyang alphabetical para sa daling matandaan. We say we get along if you have a good relationship with someone. So, I get along with them. I get along well with them. Or yung example natin, I try to get blank with everyone, but that's impossible. So, I try to get along with everyone. Kung gusto kong magkaroon ng maayos na relationship with everyone, gusto kong makisama sa lahat, maging okay ako with everyone, then we use the term get along. Okay? So, let's all get along. Why can't we all just get along? Bakit hindi tayo lahat magkasundo-sundo? Okay? Next, we have get around. So, get around can be a physical thing. So, if you're traveling sa iba-ibang places, getting around New York, getting around the Philippines, getting around Palawan. So, kapag nasa isang city ka, location, at nagta-travel ka, paikot or namamasyal ka doon, you can say get around. For example, you can say, I don't speak the language, but I can still get around the city. Okay? So, kahit na hindi ako nagsasalita ng kanilang wika, nakakapamasyal pa rin ako. Or nakakapunta pa rin ako sa iba-ibang lugar sa city. That is get around. You can also say, I use a cab to get around the city. Ibig sabihin nun, gumagamit ako ng cab, ng taxi, para makapamasyal. Now, if we add the word to, magiging get around to, ginagamit natin siya to do something or complete a task. So we can say, I'm too busy. I haven't gotten around to signing the paper yet. Ibig sabihin, masyado akong busy. Hindi ko pa natatapos yung task na ito or hindi ko pa nagagawa yung pagpirma ng papel. Okay? So again, get around to, ibig sabihin, to get yourself to do something. Okay? Next, we have get at. When you get at something, if it's something that you want to reach, you can use get at. So, for example, I had to lift the table to get blank the hinge. So, kailangan niya daw buhatin yung lamesa para maabot. Okay? Or get at niya yung hinge. Maabot niya or mahawakan niya. Okay? So, get at again to reach something. You also use get at in informal settings if we're trying to say something. Okay? Now, iba yung kanina, di ba, pinag-usapan natin yung getting your point across. Pero to get at something, ibig sabihin, hindi mo pa siya nasasabi. Parang papunta ka pa lang doon. Gusto mong masabi siya, pero you're having a hard time or you're beating around the bush. So, we can use it here. It's okay. We can see what you're trying to get at. Or okay lang yan. Nakikita namin yung gusto mong sabihin. Okay? Hindi ka tulad nung kanina. Diba, you're getting your point across, ibig sabihin, naiintindihan ka namin. Pero if this is what you're trying to get at, ibig sabihin, hindi mo pa siya nasasabi, pero you're kind of implying it, or medyo napapahiwatig mo siya. Okay, papunta ka doon, pero hindi eloquent or hindi mahusay yung ating pagkakabigkas. So, at would be the word there. We can see what you're trying to get at. Nakikita namin yung gusto mong sabihin. Next, we have get away. Getaway is used if gusto nyong tumakas or if you want to escape or run away. You can use that. For example, I had to get away from him. Gusto kong umayas or umalis or lumayo sa kanya. I had to get away from him. Now, you can also use get away. Diba? In a lot of songs, especially these days, you hear that. It's time to get away. If you're taking a vacation or you're traveling for pleasure. So, we can say something like, let's go to the beach and get away. Okay? Or, halika, mamasyal muna tayo. Okay? So, again, two things yung ibig sabihin niya. Ang importante is we read the context nung sentence na kinalalagyan. Okay? Next is this, get away with. So, nagdagdag lang tayo ng isa pang salita, with. And it changes the entire thing. Kasi when you get away with something, ibig sabihin you're avoiding the consequences of your actions. Basically, nakalusot ka or nakatakas ka doon sa magiging epekto nung ginawa mo. Okay? If nagnakaw ka, hindi ka nahuli, you got away with it. If nag-cheat ka, tas hindi napansin, you get away with it. Okay? So again, yun yung get away with. Now, example would be this. I thought I'd get away with being late, but they noticed. So akala ko hindi nila mapapansin na na-late ako, pero napansin nila. Okay? So again, that is get away with. Iba siya dun sa getaway kasi yung getaway, physically, aalis ka. Or aalis, babiyahe ka talaga, lalayo ka. Getaway is more of, kahit nandun ka, hindi nahalata na ikaw yon or hindi ka napansin, hindi ka nahuli. Okay? Now it's time for your quick quiz. Again, you have 6 options: across, along, around, at, away, and away with. All you have to do is to fill in the blank. And if you're ready with your pen and paper, your timer starts now. Alright, let's see how you did. So, let's start with the first sentence. Sabi, you may think that you can get blank doing everything you want, but all our actions have consequences. So, the best answer here would be get away with. You may think that you can get away with doing everything you want, or akala mo makakatakas ka sa lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, but all our actions have consequences. Okay? Next, you can try to get blank, but you can never fully escape. So, pwede mo daw subukang tumakas, right? So, we're talking about escape. We're talking about physically leaving a place. Okay? So, the best answer here would be away. You can try to get away, but you can never fully escape. That's why we need to do what we can to get blank with the people in our lives. So, the best answer here would be along. That's why we need to do what we can to get along or para makasama natin ng maigi, makisama tayo, magkaroon tayo ng good relationship with the people in our lives. We can get our point blank without being hurtful. Now, again, the word there is point, di ba? Point or message. Ibig sabihin, you want to explain something, we can get our point across without being hurtful. Ang sabi niya, pwede kang magsalita nang hindi ka nagiging mapanakit. Next, this is how we can get blank and live our lives in peace. Now, dito, ano bang best answer dito? If it's get across, wala namang sinabing tulay. Get along, hindi naman tao. Kasi, okay sana kung this is how we can all get along. Pero I think the best answer here would be get around. Ibig sabihin, ganito tayo pwedeng mabuhay na, getting from one place to another, namumuhay ng normal, pabiyahe-biyahe, and live our lives in peace. So, ito yung sagot natin. Again, away with, away, along, across, and then around. Okay? Now, I hope you get all of these correctly. If you didn't, that's okay. I'll be posting more questions on my Instagram account. So, if you don't follow me yet, you can follow me at Lyqa Maravillo on Instagram. And if you want the throwback questions that we have, meron din tayong isa pang Instagram account. Doon natin pinapost yung mga quick quizzes na from before. Updates din sa pre-order ng books. Reviewers at iba pa, you can go to at Team Lyqa on Instagram. And of course, if you have TikTok, I have 2 accounts right there. At Team Lyqa for the educational videos, math and English videos yan. May mga quick quizzes din tayo doon na iba pa doon sa mga pinopost natin sa Instagram. And of course, if you want to get to know me better on a more personal level, you can follow me at Lyqa Maravillo on TikTok. That's where I post my motivational videos, tips, advice, at mga opinion ko sa buhay-buhay. Alright? I'll see you online. Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends. Sana mag-exam din sila. That way, mas marami tayong matutulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, get the reviewers that I may join the online or live review events, you can go to www.facebook.com/teamlyqa for more information. Alright? Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that bell icon. We have more lessons coming up, and I would hate for you to miss those. So now that we have this done, I just really want to thank you for being a part of the team. Don't forget to never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video, and bye for now. Alright, thank you for watching until the end of the video. We have more videos about phrasal verbs. If you want one more lesson, you can click right here. And if you want to get to know me better, some more personal level, I have my second channel, yung vlogging channel right here. You can watch my videos, yeah, there. Alright, see you next time.